Greetings everyone, and welcome back to even more of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play with Mira the Mage. And what's this? If you guys see exactly what I see, you are correct. I got my new laptop. And what it means that it was actually my little surprise for you guys. What I mean by that is today is exactly 1 year and 1 day since I've started my Let's Playing. And even though my Let's Plays weren't the most frame rate productive, I still got some of the subscribers and people who actually loved my work, and I wanted to say to all of you my sincere thanks for sticking with me even though my Let's Plays were like 10-15 frames per second. So please take this as the token of my appreciation to you. And that means that from that moment onwards, I'm gonna provide you only with the finest quality of the Let's Plays. And I did actually check, I made a little bit of the test recording in all the locations I've been so far in this game. And the lowest I got, it was the Denrim market with 18 frames. But hey, you guys can tell the difference already. These are my current videos. Like, I've enabled VSync, frame buffer effects, and up to high. I haven't noticed sorry guys, my throat. I haven't noticed any significant difference, between high and very high, but I did notice the difference in my frame rate. So you know what? Without a significant difference, I'd better go with the performance this time. So yes. Alright, and back to the game itself. I actually was planning to get this laptop in the middle of this week. I thought at first that probably I should do more of the Chantry board. I didn't want to start anything global at the low frame rate and then finish it at the higher one. But I got extremely lucky and got my laptop shipped last Friday, so I got some time to adjust everything. And honestly, I've managed to transfer all the data from the games I am Let's Playing so far without any trouble and consequences, so I would resume all of them at the full rate. But in any case, enough of that. Today I'm gonna do something really global, and you know what? This is my habit. Before doing anything global, I would like to get better in terms with everyone, and I'd like to start my new high frame rate conversation with you, Liliana. And yes guys, I mean exactly this. From now on, only high frame rate and the finest quality. So Liliana, my sweetheart, howdy.
Yes? Something you need?
Sure, I'd like to talk to you.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I've heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies. Well, I've not exactly heard it. I've read it in a Kodai, so I'd like to clear this up.
Where did you hear this?
Well, as I said before, I've read it in a codex, so let's refer to this as the history book.
And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
And the difference is...
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
And might I ask you, what kind of services does the bard offer?
What do you think? They infiltrate, steal, sometimes assassinate? It depends on the bard. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
And you know, you actually seem to know quite a lot about all that.
And I shouldn't I, after having spent most of my adult life as one? You've guessed as much, I'm sure. But does it really matter what I was? What's past is past.
You know, I've never actually read about it, like the actual reason why you stopped being what you were and became the sister.
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
+2. Well, it's also the result, and which brings us to 49. Okay. Okay, Alistair, my dear good friend. Since the ladies not really like the wine, I thought maybe you'd like some and you'd show more appreciation towards
thank you.
it.
That's very nice.
Or not. Anyhow, let's talk.
Something on your mind?
Oh. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna say number one. I'm not planning to hit on him or compliment him like this. So I just have a questions.
Of course.
Have you never... What? If you were raised in Enchantry, have you never... Okay, now I'm curious.
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Ah, that! Okay, I don't think it might be a good idea to be, like, so direct. So let's try to be a little bit... move a little bit around. Well, you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Ah, no, you're making fun of me.
Make fun of you, dear lady. Perish the thought. Well, tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
Okay, no, I've never licked a lamppost in winter. Sorry guys, it was the poor try to copy his voice, but no.
Good. I hear it's quite painful. I remember one of the younger initiates did it on a dare once, and there was pointing and laughing. Oh, the humanity. I myself have also never done it. That. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course, but you know.
Okay, dude, I was just joking. Like, I actually never planned to lead in this direction, if you ask me. I was just joking. Forget about this.
Oh, that's funny. Such cruelty from such a beautiful woman. If you hear sobbing later, that's me crying myself to sleep.
Well, at least you will get some decent rest.
Ha ha ha. Your cruel interrogation will be remembered forever. Or maybe just until lunch. Lunch makes everything better. Oh look, I have cheese.
Oh, and he didn't disapprove this. I'm not sure if it is supposed to be like this. But hey, I'm not complaining. Like, he's plus 26 warm. I seriously do not complain. What about you, Zevran?
What say you?
Questions?
By all means.
Maybe you can tell me why you want to leave the crows exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin after all is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
So it wasn't your choice and you joined the crows against your will, I bet?
To be truthful, I didn't even know the crows existed when I joined them. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
Ah. And that system works?
Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
I think I understand.
As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
And I just wonder if the crows actually won't fight you eventually.
Eventually can be a very, very long time if one plays one's cards right. Come
Sorry guys,
now,
throat.
enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Okay, got another approval from Zevran. That's good. I'm still thinking that I actually did have some approval points from Alistair, but then I just ruined it by being extremely strict. You know, my what is it? Cruel integration, something like this. And that basically evened his approval and disapproval into 0. In any case, San.
Yes.
Ow, what about this freezing when he does that? I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Never mind.
Very well.
Something you mentioned.
Speak then.
Never mind.
Then I suggest we move on.
Yeah, let's go.
As you wish.
Okay, nothing from you either. And the last one, Murigan, my little whore.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
I thought I did ask it before, so I'm not gonna do this again. Anyhow, I think that's all my allies. Oh, of course. Let's talk to Manji. Can you greet your mistress? Yeah, pet you. Yeah, good doggy. Okay, so now let's be more serious. So we've improved a little bit with a couple of my companions. Now let's think what we are going to do. Like, I was thinking to start one of the DLCs. However, like, they are such the quests that, how can I put it? I cannot tell exactly, like, say, what kind of DLC this is. Like, this Soldier's Peak. Is it a Warden's Keep, or is it Return to the Ostagar, or, well, it's hardly the Stone Prisoner. Same here, like, I don't know, which one is this? So I think I will just go with what I like the most. I honestly don't know. I think I'll just go with what sounds to me more pleasant. Like, I like the Soldier's Pass. So, Trouble Merchant. Okay, so be it. The map, please. Okay, Soldier's Pass. The thing is, I have no idea what kind of terrain would be in there. So I need to re-equip my party a little bit. Like, Zevran, I would need your outfit for Liliana. Like, first it will give you additional protection, but you know, mainly this is because you will get quite a lot of bonuses of the dexterity. And yes, I've bought some runes and re-equipped this, so now they produce even +6 damage. So Zevran, I think I'm just gonna sell this. It's tier 2 and it got a little bit old. Yeah, here you go.